Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Conway Arena in Nashua. John Collins along with Tom King as we get set to watch South-Pelham take on Keene. Keene, who won this tournament in 2017, the last time it was played after the one-year hiatus.
Yeah, the last time it was played, and they had a player that caught our eye when we did those games, Jared Tattersall. He's a senior now, a forward.
Yep.
And he's somebody who can really, Ben Hardy from Merrimack told his coach, Dan Belleville, it's the hardest shot he's ever seen. So we'll take a look and see what happens today. See if he's got that kind of a shot. He's number 3 in your program with the visiting uniforms. Keene has 2 sets of uniforms. So we'll have to keep an eye on him and what he does. Now for Nashua South-Pelham, John, they come into this 1-1. They lost on the road at Bow. And then they won against Manchester Central. Central is down a little bit in these last few years. They've barely been able to field Central West Co-op, barely able to field a team, and then they've got the co-op going, but they've struggled of late. So I don't know how to take that win over Central. I don't know if it's a true barometer. This might be even more of a barometer for South-Pelham, even though it's a tournament game and things are a little different. This could be even a barometer to see just how good this team is. They've got some of the same players that we've looked at in past years, and I think their spark plug is Johnny Pinkston. I think when Pinkston gets going, he's kind of a Brad Marchand type player. He's a pest.
Oh yeah.
He's likes confrontation. He likes to make himself known on the ice. If Pinkston is on his game, I think that will get South-Pelham, the rest of South-Pelham, going a little bit. And also, again, the goaltender Nate Sarantino, if he's the starting goalie today, you never know. If he starts in goal, he's got a chance to take over a game as well. So it's going to be interesting. Now, let's take a look at this, okay? Alvin Milford has won. Not Alvin Milford, I keep saying that. Hollisbrook Line Dairyfield beat Alvin Milford 8-1. Merrimack has beaten North Souhegan 3-0. Those two teams will play in the first game. The winner will automatically will go to the final. If South wins this game against Keene, they face a subpar, because they're rebuilding, Alvin Milford team.
Right.
In the second day of the tournament. That could be an open road to having for South-Pelham to make it to the finals. And they love this tournament. They've won it twice over the last 4 or 5 years that it's been held.
Right. So with 6 teams and only a 3-day tournament and only 1 championship game, it's pretty much imperative to go 2-0 if you think you're gonna.
You've got to win 2 games and set yourself up for the tiebreakers.
Yeah.
And I'll read the tiebreakers off to you in a second. But the number 1 tiebreaker, other than head-to-head, after head-to-head, the number 1 tiebreaker is least penalty minutes.
Right.
So I mean that's huge, you know. And in this one, it's head-to-head, least penalty minutes, lowest goals against. So you've got Merrimack with a shutout. Hollisbrook Line Dairyfield only allowing 1 goal. Highest goals for, and then a coin toss.
Right, so after watching Merrimack get a bunch of penalties, including a 5-minute major at the end, they could potentially go 2-0 and not make the final.
Well, it would have to have a third team go 2-0, and I don't know if that's going to happen.
Okay.
Okay? Because it won't happen, because if they beat Hollisbrook Line Dairyfield, that takes away the other team.
That's right, head-to-head.
Right, so you will not have 3 teams go 2-0.
Okay. So the penalty minutes kind of goes away. Unfortunately, if you're Lisa Gingras, you want that incentive to last through the whole tournament.
You do. It may go. It may be a penalty. It may be for the 1-1 teams. You don't know. You know.
Oh, 1-1 teams. Yeah.
You know, because say Keene wins today.
Yeah.
South-Pelham will probably go 1-1 in the tournament, right?
Right.
Keene will have to beat North Souhegan in the last game of the day on day 2 to make it to the final. Yeah. So it's. I mean, there's a lot going on here, but we've just spelled out the easiest scenario that could take place.
Keene Blackbirds, of course, wearing the black and orange on the screen to your right, and it'll be South-Pelham wearing the Kings uniforms, the white and blue, to our left. John Collins with Tom King. We're seconds away from the face-off here at Conway.
Hey!
There are amazing things to discover in the forest.
Toothless, time to go! What you picking up on, bud?
It's a whole hidden world of wonders. And the perfect place to spend time with family. What better place to let your imagination soar? Experience nature and create a memory you can share. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
We are underway in Game 2 here on Nashua ETV as Keene is taking on South-Pelham. Keene in the black and orange uniforms to our right, and South-Pelham in the blue and white unis. It is the third game of the tournament overall. Hollis Brookline Derryfield defeating Alvern 8-1 in the opener, game that we did not do, and we picked up and did the North Souhegan and Merrimack game, which Merrimack won 3-0 behind the fine goaltending of Ben Hardy for Merrimack with the shutout. So hoping for a Nashua team to be in the final. Our hopes may rest right here on the South-Pelham Kings. As the puck goes behind the net, centered and shot behind the net again. Keene putting on the early pressure here, looking for the opening goal. 20-minute halves is how the tournament, Conway Holiday Tournament, sets it up. So it'll be 20 minutes of hockey followed by a break, and then 20 minutes of hockey to close out the game, barring overtime, of course. Snapshot from the point by Keene's number 16, John Smart. Misses the goal. And now South-Pelham back on the attack. Loses possession. Puck shot near side. Dumping it in. Are the Blackbirds looking for the game's first shot on goal. Behind the net. The first to it is Stephen Robbie. Round the boards and not out. Kept in by Zach Moores, number 11. Back to get it, Ryan Valenti. And he throws it up on ahead. Offside's going to be called. So we have a roster that has two sets of numbers. One is for home and one is for away. And I am thinking that the parentheses is actually the home numbers because some of these don't match up as far as who's wearing what. We do not have a number 31 on our Keene roster, and that is the goaltender's number to our right. Blackbirds trying to keep it in, but they can't. Here's the number 4, Robbie Nowell, who is a sophomore defenseman. Number 10, that does match up. So we'll try to get the names correct as best we can for Keene. And South-Pelham looking for their first shot on goal of the game. Blackbirds broken up at the blue line. Puck pops up into the air. Into the Blackbird bench, and we have a face-off in front of the Keene bench with 16 to go in the first period. Some of the fans from Keene making the long drive east to get here. It's been good weather over the holiday. Good day for a drive. Of course, Keene is also hosting a girls hockey tournament this weekend. Part of a flurry of high school sports activity during the holiday week in hockey, basketball, swimming, and track that I noted many local schools are involved in. There's a shot that goes wide of the goal. Opportunity there for John Pinkston, just not able to get it on between the pipes. The Blackbirds out with a potential 2-on-1 here developing. Bearing in the shot, save is made and just gloved away by South-Pelham. Nice play by the defense there not to allow a rebound try. That was a blocker save directed to the backboards. A whistling shot by Jared Tattersall, number 3, who's been noted in our pregame by Tom King as His coach stating that he's got one of the hardest shots that you will see in high school hockey, number 3 for Keene, so we'll keep an eye on him. That was more of a snapshot than a slap shot variety. In front, and it's sticked away. Good play by the South-Pelham goalie, Nate Serentino, to allow no chance that time down the ice for the Blackbirds. We played 4 minutes of the first period. Neither team's had a real strong scoring chance as yet. Keene has probably had the offensive zone time of possession. There's a shot. There's a save by Serentino. He just clamped his left shoulder against the post and gave Keene nothing to look at. In front, point blank shot, saved by Serentino. The best chance of the game for either team. And we have somebody, it's an equipment problem for the goaltender, it appears. A face mask difficulty, and they'll just blow the play dead for safety. So no infractions of any kind, just a equipment timeout by the official, who was noting that the face mask was not properly secured on Nate Serentino after making a couple of fine saves. Keene had tremendous chance to score the game's first goal right there, and Serentino denied them. Around the boards, South-Pelham trying to get it out, and they do to center ice. Back it goes, though. Keene shoots it right back down. And around the boards, not out. The slapper, blocker save. Serentino directed it to the rear board. Ethan Russell, number 6 for Keene, setting up shot back there. Russell passes to one of the co-captains for Keene. Near side, that was Zach Moores, who passed it back to the point, and the shot was blocked. Face-off will be to the left of Serentino. We played just over 5 minutes of the first period, the first half of this game. Keene's had most of the quality scoring chances, but we are still 0-0. The Blackbirds set up in the offensive zone once again. Sideboard shot misses the net. That was launched by Peter Haas, the junior defenseman, number 9. And Haas ends up with it. D-to-D pass across to Robbie Noel. Noel finds his forward in the middle. Keene trying to get a shot away. They do, but it's wide to the right. Centering pass in the skates of the Keene forward. South-Pelham knocks it away, but not out. The wrister, about head high, goes to the rear boards, and the long rebound ricochets to mid-ice, where Keene collects it once again. Heavy hit, number 18 on number 18. Poked away by South-Pelham, but not out. 1-on-4 situation for Keene's number 8, Joe Walsh. Walsh wrister goes wide, but the Blackbirds manage to keep the puck in the offensive zone. South-Pelham just barely gets it out before it's shot right back in. Delayed offside is waved off as the Blackbirds get a line change, and that puck hit the back of the leg of defenseman for South-Pelham and nearly ricocheted into the net, but Nate Serentino was alert to it and avoided the own goal by making another save. And that's the question for an official scorer, about whether you give credit to a goaltender for making a save on a shot on goal. It was totally a creation of his own team. Puck in the offensive zone now for South-Pelham as they make their way down. Cross-ice pass. Nobody there to collect it, though, and the Blackbirds using some momentum. They have a cutter to the goal, and a nice save is made by Serentino. He hangs on. Another face-off to his left. Once again, Keene getting some fresh bodies out there, and they will set up shop in the offensive zone yet again. South-Pelham trying desperately to get the puck out of there before another scoring opportunity, and they do. Cross-ice pass takes a funny bounce off of the gate to the South-Pelham bench. A heavy hit at the blue line, a clean hit, as South-Pelham's Nolan Foss took down the Keene forward and kind of broke up their momentum there. Another bounce that goes back toward the South-Pelham net. They're not The angle of those bounces are not what you'd expect. Instead of being towards the offensive zone, they're coming almost back toward the defensive zone a couple times. Here's a long pass off the boards, collected, and Pinkston trying to get a shot on goal. It pops over the stick of the Keene goaltender, and the Blackbirds skating out of their own zone with some speed now. Drop pass. Return pass doesn't make its way through. The Blackbirds getting a little bit fancy there. Never really got any kind of a shot on goal. Ben Brown leading the charge, number 17 for the Blackbirds. Back to get it for South-Pelham was Stephen Robbie, number 7. Now with it, Cody Morton, number 22, wheels around, throws it off the glass and out. It will not have enough steam to be an icing, so it's a foot race. Trying to get there first is Sean Connors, number 16, but Keene gets it. Now they ice it inadvertently, but this will be an icing call against the Blackbirds, and a rare face-off in the Keene defensive end. 11:44 to go in the first period, the first half of this holiday hockey tournament game here at the Conway 2019. Wishing everybody a happy new year early here on Nashua ETV. As we approach 2020, John Collins with cameraman Tim O'Neill and our color man once again Tom King joining us shortly as South-Pelham looks for that elusive first Nashua goal of this tournament, as we covered the first Nashua North Souhegan game of a 3-0 loss to Merrimack, and believe it or not, North Souhegan scored with -1 second left in the game. In other words, the game had just ended when the puck finally crossed the goal line. It would have been a legit goal. Ben Hardy, the Merrimack goaltender, was playing it right through the whistle, but the buzzer sounded and then the puck crossed the line, so it was officially a shutout of the Nashua team. And so South-Pelham trying to get on the scoreboard for us here against a tough Keene Blackbird team, which won this tournament the last time it was played, which was 2 Christmases ago in 2017. We had the 1-year hiatus, and now it's back. Being played on the day after Christmas, the 26th of 2019. Teams trading possession in the neutral zone, and the Blackbirds have it taken away by Johnny Pinkston. In turn, Keene steals at the blue line. Now with a head of steam comes Joe Walsh, number 8, taken away. The wrister, that's a good shooter, as they said, as advertised. Jared Tattersall wheeling around, and with the wrist shot from the point, he got a lot on that and forced Nate Serentino to make a nice save. Another nice save for Nate, who's got to be in double digits at this point, as he's been pretty much under siege from the opening faceoff. Behind the Keene net it goes. South-Pelham trying to get to it. Get a shot on goal here if they can. Blackbird defense with their heads up, looking for a way to get out of the zone. But the forecheck for South-Pelham has been pretty good. And puck goes behind the Keene goal again. Number 22, Cody Morton, trying to steal it away, but Keene able to skate out with a full head of steam. This is Zach Moore's centering pass taken away by South-Pelham, and they're on the counterattack. A giveaway though at the red line. Just off the bench for South-Pelham trying to steal it away was Camden Cole, but Camden had the puck shielded from him alertly by the Keene forward, and the Blackbirds with a scoring chance. A wrister in traffic, it's loose, and Serentino able to clamp down while 3 of his teammates shield him from the forward for Keene. No extra scoring chance for the Blackbirds there. 9:26 left in the first period. Still 0-0 here at the Conway between Keene and South-Pelham. South-Pelham, who is scheduled to play a struggling Alvern team in game 2 of the tournament, could see themselves the favorites to get to the final if they can win this one. But that's a big if, the way Keene has looked here in the early going. Keene making themselves look like the favorites to win this particular game, unless South-Pelham can turn it up a notch as they'll try to do here in the person of Jacob Guerrero. Jacob takes it right to the post, almost unchecked, but waiting for him, the Keene goaltender coolly stuffing that side of the net. The goaltenders for Keene are listed as Ryan Valenti, number 35. Taylor Panic, number 1. Liam Jarvis, number 8. He's a freshman. There's a snapshot from the point. And Keene back on the attack. That's offside. The lead man was astride across the blue line before the trailer, Jared Tettersall, crossed the same line. So the whistle and a face-off outside of South-Pelham's zone. The Kings looking for some magic from this line that features Johnny Pinkston at center. The Kings win the draw, but they go back into their own zone, now having trouble getting it out. And circling, broken up, was Chris Skelly. Loose puck in the middle. That was dangerous. Nice dive by Johnny Pinkston to get it away from a Keene player, and it pays off as Stephen Robbie breaks in and throws it around the net. Blackbirds out of the zone. Kings got a line change, did South-Pelham, and now they get possession off the glass and out. Blackbirds trying to set up.
Boy, just a game where the two defenses are just trying to get the upper hand on one another.
Keene in deep. Save made by Serentino. Loose puck cleared away.
It's just, I mean, Keene should not be allowed to go in that deep. If they keep doing that, John, South-Pelham is going to have a tough time.
Agreed. And Keene looking like the favorites in the early going in this one, as they have dominated most of the play. Scoring chances at quite a premium for South-Pelham. Meanwhile, Keene's gotten deep penetration a few times. Puck goes to the rear board and around the boards and out. In the middle, one man to beat for Keene's Ethan Russell, and he gets ridden to the rear board, trying to center it. Slapper through traffic's gonna go. No goal.
No goal.
Keene says yes. It's in the net. What do we have?
Net dislodged, I think. Net got dislodged.
I am not seeing that. They're not putting it back on the post.
No, you're right, though. Isn't it off on that left side?
It
appears to be. Yeah, it is. Yeah, he just
You were
moved
correct.
It. Yes. Yep.
But you think the official would see to the pole being replaced before he went to the dot.
Right.
But he just let the goalie do it. I don't understand that.
I don't either.
If you're going to call it got dislodged, then you got to.
Here was a break. Let's see what happens.
Coming down the ice. Well, that's a big break for South-Pelham, Tom. The puck ended up in the net.
Oh, yeah, definitely. No doubt about it.
But it's still 0-0 on the scoreboard with under 7 minutes left in the first period. So every goal becomes bigger as time goes on in a scoreless game.
Boy,
Keene first to get it. There's going to be no icing here, and the foot race easily won by Zach Moores, who's circling the net. Centering pass on the stick. Score! Zach Moores setting up Ben Brown, number 17, and Brown making no mistake, going top shelf near side. A sniper shot there to finish off a great play by Moores.
And that's a goal where South-Pelham fell asleep, literally.
Absolutely.
And aided by the fact there was no icing on that call.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, usually you see an icing play where there's a foot race, but that was no contest. Moores just went down there and took it, circled around the cage, and then he found his teammate Ben Brown cutting down the left side. It was a perfect pass right on his stick, and he went up high near side before Serentino could get back over. 1-0, the Blackbirds lead it. So one goal was wiped out, and they came
right back
less than a minute later and scored.
Came right back.
Yep.
They give the assist to number 6, Russell.
Russell?
Yeah.
I mean, it was clearly number 11 was down the ice, wasn't it?
Sure looked like it, didn't it?
I mean, that
was
was
the second time these referees have missed a play.
Unmistakably.
Not these same refs, but the refs in the earlier game did too.
Well, he might be going by, I don't know what that is.
Well, the numbers in parentheses on our roster are the road numbers. That's
right.
That's the ones we should be looking at.
And that's what I'm looking at.
Right.
Zach Moores, number 11. Face off to the left of Nate
Moores
Serentino.
is 15 in the home, so they didn't confuse those.
Right. Back to the point it goes.
I don't know. Interesting.
Right. Yeah, there is no home 11 for Keene. Out in front.
But this is what happens. South-Pelham has not put enough pressure on the Keene net. They're on the defensive constantly.
South-Pelham trying to reach the player, can't. Round behind the net.
Oh, look at that. Right in front, and the net's dislodged again.
Yeah, that was an accidental dislodge.
Let's see, if you do it on purpose, they can call a penalty.
Well, definitely was the right skate of Nate Serentino. He kind of kicked it out, but it didn't appear to be any kind of intent. He was just trying to get a push off so he could get to the left, and he hit the post. Remember the old days, they used to have the spikes coming up from the ice, and you have to lift up the net and put it down on top of it?
Right.
And that was taken away after a while for safety reasons, I guess. But the nets come off really easy sometimes, some more than others, depending on what rink you're at. Teams fighting for possession in the South-Pelham zone. The team player gets dumped right in front of the official, but it was just a hockey play. Near boards it comes and out. The Blackbirds, though, with it as they circle. South-Pelham trying to take it away, and they do. To the red line, and it's shot in. 1-0. Keene leads it with 4:40 left to go in the first period, which doubles as the first half by Holiday tournament rules. 2 20-minute halves is how they do it. And we saw in the first game, the goalie stays in the same net for the entire game. There's a heavy hit over here in front of the Keene bench.
And an injury.
Very slowly.
Yes, an injury.
Looked like a stick got maybe up underneath.
Yep, he'll have to come off the ice.
And he's holding underneath his chin or his neck area. They do not call it a penalty. It was just more of an accidental stick underneath the chin as the player was going down, slipping. That was South-Pelham's Camden Cole, number 12. Will try to recover on the bench. Round the boards, not out as Johnny Pinkston pinches near boards. Keene, though, gets possession, and they do shoot it out. Where Stephen Robbie is waiting, number 7. Johnny Pinkston is 17. Robbie is number 7, so he's on defense on this play. Zach Moores, who assisted, we think, on the only goal of the game, setting up Ben Brown on the shift for Keene, number 11, as South-Pelham shoots it in deep and pursues. First to get it is Keene, but an opportunity to go for the puck rather than the body for South-Pelham, and a whiff. And the Blackbirds with a shot away, getting a stick in front of the forward was Stephen Robbie, and he directed it up into the netting. So good hustle back by the South-Pelham defenseman. Tom, we have a number 35 in goal for Keene. Excuse me, 31, and we don't have a 31 here, but you may know.
No, I don't know who it is.
Okay. The closest goalie to that number is 35. That would be Ryan Valenti, but he's a sophomore. And
we'll have to.
They have a junior goalie named Taylor Panic, and
I think it might be Panic.
It's probably Panic, isn't it? Because there is a 35 on the bench over there, so it's got to be Taylor Panic, number 1, and we're going with it. So that's the Keene goaltender, who's had a pretty easy free ride here almost in the first period.
He had made about 3 stops.
In front, centering pass.
And there you go. Keene, that's the difference in this game. Keene has gotten the puck down low.
2-on-1, a clear 2-on-1 now for South-Pelham.
Yeah.
As they skate down ice. Nolan Foss trying to find his teammate, and the back check by Keene. No shot on goal that
Well,
time.
I'll tell you what happened on that play. All right, number 16 for Keene made it all the way back. John Smart. He did a great job to catch up and make the play and foil it.
Yep.
And a big 2-on-1 became a 2-on-2.
Kind of a slow developing 2-on-1. And
There wasn't much speed on that rush.
And that allowed Smart's hustle to be a factor.
Yep.
As he got back and broke it up. Now Keene with a 2-on-2 for the moment. Rister saved by Serentino, goes right back to the Keene player in the corner. Fortunately for South-Pelham, the ricochet finds a friendly stick. Stolen by Keene, the wrister saved, gloved by Serentino, hang on face off to his left once again. 2:07 to go in the first period.
Serentino is right now keeping his team in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Only a one-goal
Not enough
game.
chances at all for South-Pelham. We saw the same kind of thing, I think, in the first game late.
Right.
Where North Souhegan ran out of chances. They didn't have much with them after an early flurry.
So here comes Keene across the blue line. The wrister saved by
That's that
Serentino.
sharpshooter we were telling you about before the start of the game.
Jared Tattersall, excuse me. He's got a good wrister. We haven't seen him slap one yet.
No.
There's a penalty, our first of the game coming up here. It's going to be against the Blackbirds. And you don't want to give the man advantage up immediately.
No, and don't want any of that going on. And they blow the whistle to
Players
separate them.
jousting after the whistle there.
Right.
So Cooper Anderson absorbed the high stick, and he was a little upset about it, but there was an immediate penalty called. So to the box for Keene will go Peter Haas, number 9.
So let's take a look and see the South-Pelham power play for the first time in this game.
Of course, a goal here would tie it
if
up.
they do have one, unless they called another penalty on that post joust, but no, they did not.
Right.
So now they need to put the 2 minutes up, which they have not done yet.
Which could take us to the end of the
There
period.
you go. It will take us to the end of the period, unless they score.
Right. Which they'd love to do here and tie it up. Chance for South-Pelham. Oh, walking in, the shot, save, shot, goal on the rebound. Oh, capitalizing just about 7 seconds into the man advantage. South-Pelham is energized by that, and it may have been number 9 for South-Pelham, Nolan Foss, who came up with it. We'll have to wait for the goal announcement, but good putback on a rebound in tight. And Taylor Panic really had no chance.
Boy, that's a power play for you right away.
Isn't it?
Jeez.
They attacked immediately. So after all that dominance in the time of possession, the Keene Blackbirds commit a penalty infraction, and immediately they are penalized for it doubly. They get, this one's tied up. And South-Pelham on the attack looking for more. Giveaway, they keep it in the zone.
Now that's the thing, they've got to keep this in the zone.
We have another call against Keene. It's going to be a cross check against the Blackbirds. And to the box will go number 16, John Smart. Number 12, Camden Cole gets credited with the goal.
And Pinkston the assist.
And Pinkston the assist. So how about that?
And another power play. And that, tell you
right
what,
back on the attack.
You have a good power play, you can get back in any game.
Pinkston goes deep, looking his head up, trying to find an open teammate at the blue line. And that's a save in traffic. I don't know how he made that save, but well done by Taylor Panic.
Yeah, I think Panic just instinctively didn't panic, and that's how he did it.
So still 30 seconds left to go in the period. It's all power play here for South-Pelham. A takedown and a clear.
Takedown, but I thought a little bit of a dive.
Good defense played there by Keene's number 3, Jared Tattersall.
Yeah, Tattersall stayed with the play rather than looking away after the body hit the ice. Now
a giveaway with 10 seconds left.
Yep.
Keene's in, and a great diving poke check by Johnny Pinkston. Saves
Tell you,
the day.
Pinkston is the player. He is the best player on this team. As he goes.
A real heavy hit right at the buzzer, and they're going to say that's legal.
Yep.
So,
as Pinkston goes, so goes South-Pelham. He's got an assist. It's a 1-1 game.
It's a 1-1 game as we go to the second and deciding period in this 2-20-minute half format. John Collins with Tom King, cameraman Tim O'Neill. We'll be back with the exciting conclusion to this tournament contest right after this.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Conway Arena. John Collins with Tom King. And Keene will be down a man as we begin the second and final period. Tom.
And, John, I always talk about how difficult it is to score on that power play when it goes over 2 periods of play. I saw that happen for the first time in a long time in a Souhegan girls game against Berlin-Gorham on Monday. Souhegan had a power play at the end of the tail end of the period, first period. Second period, they scored a goal.
Wow, that
early
doesn't
on.
Happen very
2
much.
2 seconds in, 3 seconds in.
Wow, you're right. It's a feat you don't usually see much of. You might see it again right across the crease.
And again, they did not change sides.
Oh, and it's a breakout. Tattersal's in all alone. The best shooter for Keene, and he can't get a shot away. A shorthanded opportunity for the Blackbirds, and they can't get it away. Save is made by Serentino. 20 seconds left to go in the man advantage, and the best scoring chances in this half of the power play here in the final period belong to the Blackbirds. Although there was a chance there for South-Pelham going right through the crease on the opening rush after the opening faceoff.
But on the shorthanded breakaway, Serentino comes up big, and now both teams are at even strength.
Johnny Pinkston skating back first to get it, but he is shouldered into the boards. And the Blackbirds come out with some pace, partial 2-on-1, and great job by the defense. The net comes off its moorings, and it's no goal again. And a little bit of a quizzical look there from the Keene forward. Ben Brown, the goal scorer for Keene. He got the only goal of the game for them. Players going to the locker room there, Tom. Is that an equipment thing?
Must be.
Yeah, because right off the ice and walking very briskly at that was Nolan Foss to the locker room.
Yeah, there was no stoppage in play or a call. Must be equipment.
Yeah. So we are 1 minute and 9 seconds into this second and final period. 2 20-minute halves in the Holiday Hockey Tournament format here at 2019 Christmas week on Nashua TV. Keene, who won this tournament the last time it was played in 2017, scored first, and South-Pelham scored just a few seconds into the power play, the first penalty called against the game.
But they cannot allow that kind of penetration to Keene. You know, they can't do it. 5-on-5, Keene has had the better of the play.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt them in the long run if they keep allowing that. Loose puck in front, chance to shoot it, and apparently passing it up for some reason. Sean Connors had a chance there, but he just elected not to shoot. Puck pops up in the air. Keene trying to keep it in the zone. We're 5-on-5 now. And South-Pelham gets it out. Sean Connors with it. Cross-ice pass finds Ryan DeSimone. DeSimone has it taken away by the Blackbirds. Nice chipped self-pass. Zach Moores with a head of steam. Right-handed shot. Elected to pass in the last second. And save is made. South-Pelham with plenty of time to clear it away, and they'll get a line change.
A lot of activity in front of Serentino. Too much.
Icing. That's a lead pass that just gets away, and it's going to be face-off back to the Taylor
Too much
Panics.
activity in front of Serentino, not enough activity in front of Panic.
Right. A 1-1 game. Keene leading in shots on goal, but South-Pelham capitalizing as soon as they went on the power play. And a chance to take the lead here. Deflected shot, rebound, and it's still loose. Goal! Put back. The third chance was a charm for South-Pelham's number 14 on the goal.
No 14 on there?
No 14 on there. Sorry, we'll get the announcement
right.
And find out who got that goal. But heavy pressure by South-Pelham pays off, and they are in the lead, Tom, 2-1.
How about that,
you
huh?
wouldn't have thought that when you were watching the first part of this game. So Nate Sarantino, as Tom said, the goaltender for South-Pelham, kept his team in the game, and now they lead 2-1. He has got to be thrilled, but still a ton of hockey left to be played. We'll await the goal announcement. It looked like all three forwards got a touch on that before they hammered it home. Loose puck. Tattersall, chance to tie it up in alone. Save is made by Sarantino with two Keene players standing there. He does not yield a rebound. What goaltending play. Nate Sarantino, fantastic on the spot there, is again the best player for Keene allowed to walk in. So there he is, Tom. He's listed as a swing player, forward, junior, Tyler Martin, number 14. What's that swing player mean? Forward defense, perhaps?
No, JV varsity.
Oh, JV varsity.
Yeah.
Well, I think he has a place on the varsity now.
Tyler Martin's been a staple for this team. I'm surprised he's listed as a swing player.
Yeah.
But number 13, Guerrero, I believe, with the assist.
Okay.
Jacob Guerrero.
Jake Guerrero on the assist.
Yep.
I think they could have given 2 assists on that, but they gave Guerrero the primary. As Keene struggles to get the puck out of their own zone. Just over 16 minutes remain. The Blackbirds with no shortage of chances, but Nate
Sarantino kept his eye on the puck, stayed stationary, and by staying stationary, he cut the angle down.
Yeah. And we have a penalty coming up now, the first of the game against
South-Pelham. Here we go.
I believe this is against South-Pelham. Let's see. And when you put your hand behind your head as an official, is that boarding into the glass?
Might be.
So number
let's
20
see what they put up.
Yeah, Cooper Anderson gets called. He'll sit out for 2 minutes. First penalty of the game against the Kings, and a huge opportunity.
Well, you better hope it's 2. Yeah, it's only 2.
It is only 2.
Because don't forget, the penalty minutes add up.
Oh, yeah.
If it was 5, it would be like he had 2 penalties.
Right. So Blackbirds have a great chance to tie it up here with just under 16 minutes left. They win the faceoff in the wheel round and 5-hole. It's 2-2. Two minutes unsportsmanlike. Head contact. And that cost
That's
them.
where the tap in the head came.
Yeah, and I believe that goal, Tom, was scored
6.
by number 6. Ethan Russell gets the turnaround in the slot, in the low slot after the face-off win.
Just like that, we're at 2-2 in what has been the best game of the day.
Yes, Nate Sarantino, we jinxed him. We're talking about how well he was doing, and somehow Keene managed to sneak one through, and it's 2-2 on the power play.
Watch out
Another
here.
chance.
Well, he's under siege. They've got to stop this.
Yeah,
Ben Brown with the assist.
So Brown's got a goal and an assist.
But
we have a delay of game being called against number 9. He was laying on the puck, and they're going to send him off.
They are going to send him off.
The penalties are mounting up here in this one.
Well, they sure are.
Yep.
So South-Pelham now will have a power play, and we'll see what happens.
Peter Haas, second time in the box in this
They have
game.
2 power play goals in this game, so their power play is effective.
Yeah.
The problem is 5-on-5, they're giving up way too much on Sorrentino.
Constantly giving up chances. But now they're on the power play. They scored about 7 or 8 seconds into their first power play. It's their third of the game. Chance to take the lead again. The shot into traffic and cleared away by Keene. Good job by number 16 in front of his own goal.
You couldn't blink on that Keene power play right away. Sorrentino was screened.
Right. John Smart with the clear out for Keene that time. That's up in the netting. It's going to be a face-off, at least outside the zone, if not back in the South-Pelham end. Yeah, it's outside the line. Just hooking that one a little bit too much was Chris Skelly on the break-in near boards. Face-off being taken by Jake. So it was a delay of game penalty against Peter Haas. 1:20 remaining on the power play. And
South-Pelham's got to be better on their breakout. A lazy pass causes this delay in breaking out of the zone.
Good forechecking by Joseph Walsh of Keene, causing all kinds of problems.
All kinds of trouble. And they cannot get it out and skate it up. Good penalty killing by Keene.
Walsh taking 30 seconds off the penalty kill all by himself. Number 8 for Keene. And now South-Pelham gets it out, and Walsh slow to get up. It's more like a 5-on-3 here until he gets back into the play. South-Pelham with a chance.
Yeah, the Kings did not know it, though.
Centering pass is blocked. They go back to the point. Johnny Pinkston playing some catch with Skelly. Skelly's shot does not make it through. It's behind the net. They clear it around and out. So half a minute to go in the power play. South-Pelham trying to get something on goal here to potentially take the lead in a 2-2 hockey game. Good change of direction by Pinkston. He's got a full head of steam trying to beat the defenseman. He almost did it, slipped off his stick.
Needed one more stride to be able to shoot that puck, and he couldn't do it.
Wrister, glove by Panic, and he holds on.
Soft wrister that could have knuckled on Panic, but he made the play to catch it in midair so it didn't have a chance to bounce and roll.
Good hockey game here.
9 seconds left on the power play.
Game of the tournament so far.
It is 2-2, 13:32 left to play.
And taking the face-off, it comes back to the point. Stephen Robbie had a chance to shoot it, just elected to shoot it up the boards, and that one hit the netting on the way around, so it'll be a face-off to the right of Taylor Panic, still in the Keene defensive zone. 2 seconds remains on the power play, so it'll take a while for Peter Haas to get out of the box and for Keene to get their 5th skater on. South-Pelham can get a shot away here. They'll still have the man advantage. Instead, Keene wins the face-off, and holding onto the puck will be Panic. So they'll have 5-on-5 here when the face-off occurs. 13:20 remains in the game. Next goal will be huge, needless to say, in a 2-2 tournament game. South-Pelham scheduled to play a struggling Alvern team in game 2 of the tournament, which would amount to a semifinal contest. They would have quite the clear path to the final, but they have to get past Keene first.
Look at this rush. Their rushes are very good. They have clear shots on almost all their rushes. There's one right there, it just slides by.
Wrister wide by Robbie Nowell, number 4, sophomore
fight for that puck back here.
Peter Haas, the defenseman for Keene, able to win that battle, get it to mid-ice, and Haas shoots it in.
The neutral zone is not South-Pelham's friend right now. They're losing pucks in it. Now they gain one.
Yeah, good clear out, and trying to turn it to a scoring chance, and again, he's not able to clamp down, though. He whiffed on it. Loose puck.
Tyler Martin did a good job to take control of the puck in the neutral zone. Scoring opportunity. So you don't get it. But and that hits the bar.
Shot, number 4 for Keene is Robbie Nowell.
And hits the crossbar.
And he knocked the puck down from over his shoulder, so he lets South-Pelham touch it, and he keeps it alive. So that's going to be an icing call.
Sorrentino is a busy beaver right now, isn't he?
Yeah.
This is just a...
Yeah. We've seen that crossbar get hit twice in this tournament. And it's been the goaltender's best friend for the Nashua teams, who have both chosen to guard this goal to the left. They did not change ends as they do in a 3-period game. South-Pelham staying in the goal to our left. That's a centering pass that does not turn into a shot on goal. Keene hovering, though. The one-time attempt, actually missing on it and then falling down, was Tattersall, who's got such a great shot. South-Pelham fortunately wasn't able to get his stick on it. In the corner, Tattersall.
Oh, see, look at this, deep again.
Trying to wrap around.
Deep again are the Blackbirds. Serentino's least favorite color right now has got to be orange and brown.
Yeah. Seen a lot of it.
Yeah,
and he gloves that one out of the air.
He had to. I mean, they are not clearing the space in front of him. Too much penetration. 11:34 left to play, and it feels almost as if the 9 minutes took an eternity just because we just were watching Serentino, the same thing over and over again.
Yes. And in front, no shot this time.
Hovers up. But
Good.
see, you've got two players on their skates that need to get a hold of that puck. The one player who dominated the play was lying down on the ice. That should not be.
Win by Tattersall on the faceoff. Keene keeps it in. South-Pelham trying to clear it out. Tattersall muscles it away from one player. The shot through traffic goes off of a South-Pelham skate to the boards.
You need to have a breakout right here. Can't do it.
Instead, Keene steals it back.
Yep, turned it over.
And they're able to get it
Now
out.
go.
Good race.
Now you have to use your speed.
Ryan DeSimone trying to get there first, but Keene's defense able to go back and collect it.
But here's another
opportunity.
break-in.
Nolan Foss
Gotta
over the
put it
line.
on.
Not able to get the shot on goal, though, and the puck trickles to center ice.
And watch out, because Keene now will go the other way.
Rister, save. Serentino not able to collect the rebound. It goes to the boards, though.
And what do you notice about what Keene does when they break in? What do they do right away? They shoot.
Shoot.
Right away.
Looking for that big rebound.
Yeah,
big
they
juicy
don't.
Rebound.
They're not waiting.
Yeah. South-Pelham, on the other hand, they've gotten a little bit too selective.
Yes. Seems that way.
That one is dumped in on Panic. As we get down to the halfway part of the period.
Almost a big interception. That could have turned into a chance.
Good shoulder check there. Chris Skelly, cross-ice pass. Steve Robbie.
Takes him off the puck. I almost would say interference on that play.
Cooper Anderson got leveled, and it was a questionable hit. Anderson trying to repay the favor on Robbie Noel. Puck into the near corner and out. Cross-ice pass. Waiting for it, though, and that one goes out of play. What
South-Pelham needs to do right now is just keep us looking to our right.
Yeah.
We need to just keep pushing the puck down in that end.
Best defense would be good offense,
I think right now.
In a 2-2 game.
Yeah.
So we will have a face-off at center ice, they decide. Face-off won by Keene. And almost a giveaway there. Opportunity not for Tyler Martin, one of the goal scorers for South-Pelham. Could have walked in alone if he collected that loose puck. Back to get it, Stephen Robbie. Up the boards and out. Number 2 is Sean McCarthy for South-Pelham. He does a good job of battling for possession. Knocked down, Tyler Martin trying to get it back to Sean McCarthy into the near corner. And Keene's able to sky it out. Back to collect, Nolan Foss, cross ice off the boards. Keene collects, bodies collide, mid-ice. Good job of knocking it forward by Camden Cole, one of the 2 goal scorers for South. Wears number 12 in the white and blue. Nolan Foss looking for a teammate to pass to. Nicely done up the boards.
Have a 2-on-1, but couldn't get to the puck in time.
Not able to get there. Keene with some speed. They go in. Shot save. The rebound. And hit a body. Good job by Serentino again, although there was a big rebound. He was fortunate the second shot did not find its way through.
You're right. It deflected before it hit the crease.
And it looked like Nolan Foss took that one maybe off the side of the face or something. He looks like he got hurt as he goes off the ice.
Yep.
He might have been one that blocked it.
Yeah, he's in the corner now on the bench. Off the main bench.
Yeah. That one hurt. Not a disabling shot, though. More probably of just like a punch to the jaw, perhaps, for Nolan Foss, who's trying to shake it off in a few moments. I'd probably expect him to come back out.
And he just did. He just is back on the bench with his stick in hand.
One of the key players for the Kings in a 2-2 hockey game. The next goal looking more and more like it might be the winner. We'll have to see. It's loose in front.
Sorrentino trying to get it out of there. And
good job by Tattersall. Whips it into the goal.
And there's the turnover by Sorrentino.
Oh,
Tattersall, and that's the shot we talked about.
And
that's the shot.
When you told me about a kid with a great reputation for a great shot, I'm thinking slap shot, but he's got that wicked wrister, and that's what that was for a 3-2 Keene lead from distance. Perfectly shot.
After the turnover by Sorrentino, when he nudged it out, Keene intercepted the pass.
Tattersall makes it 3-2. Chance immediately here for South-Pelham. The shot saved by the blocker, Taylor Panic. Directed it to the rear boards, where it's collected by South-Pelham. Oh, they give it away down there. It was Cooper Anderson who got that shot on goal there and was saved by Panic. Tattersall, ever dangerous.
Another turnover. You know, Sorrentino nudges it away, but is picked up by Keene.
Shot misses. Now South-Pelham playing some catch-up. Johnny Pinkston has a chance.
He's got a chance for a break-in. Here we go.
Pinkston bearing in, gets the shot away, just missed the far corner.
He did a great job to get that shot off. He had no choice. He had to shoot it right away, and he did.
And he nearly beat the
And look at that.
opener.
There he is.
There's
Tattersall, another one.
That's like 100 miles per right there from outside the blue line. That's the first real slap shot that he's taken in this game. Skating hard, fire boards. Chris Skelly lets one fly. They did give an assist for Joe Walsh on that Tattersall goal. Tattersall reminds me of Stimling as far as that key player for the opposing team in these two Nashua hockey games we've seen so far.
Yeah,
today.
Dan Beliveau talked about him when I was talking to him about his game. And, you know, he knows Division II well because he coaches in Division II.
Wrister, saved by Sorrentino.
But that Tattersall shot, a wrister that was hard and fast.
And probably screened, Tom.
Yeah, probably,
Yeah.
but still no chance for Sorrentino,
No.
even if he saw it all the way.
Yeah, because I was surprised.
It's the equivalent to a swing and miss on a fastball pitch.
Right.
You know.
I was surprised that it made its way through traffic.
Here's another chance. 2-on-1.
Bearing in front. Shot save, and anticipation save there.
Took too long to develop.
Yeah. The setup by Nolan Foss, number 9, and you know what? The goaltender Taylor Panic really read it. He didn't expect Foss to shoot it.
He knew that there was going to be a pass because Foss was well covered. He had to get rid of the puck. 6:02 left to play in the game. 3-2 Keene with a lead. They've scored 2 goals after South-Pelham had taken a 2-1 advantage. And here's another break-in.
Zach
just
Moore
wide.
skates so well.
Well, I'll tell you this. How many of these have we seen, John?
Yeah. Strong skating by Keene. They were able to get deep past the defense of South-Pelham, who were very fortunate that this is only a 1-goal game at this point. They're getting outskated to this puck. The goaltender forced to play it. Sorrentino up the boards, nicely done, but they can't get it out. Stolen at the line. The Blackbirds in front, and it's loose, poked away. Keene's going to keep this in. South-Pelham gets it out. A 1-goal game. Fielded by the Blackbirds, number 6, Ethan Russell.
5:09 left to go in this hockey game.
Face off right in front of us here, and the dot just outside the South-Pelham blue line. Pinkston. It's a promising line for South-Pelham to maybe tie this thing up. Keene's got it. Tattersall, so dangerous if he gets the shot away.
He does, and a rebound.
Goal. The putback,
8.
sitting there, a Christmas gift 1 day late for Joe Walsh, who can thank Tattersall's hard shot.
That's it.
Sorrentino couldn't quite hang on to it, and it became the juiciest of rebounds. Just sitting there for Walsh to hammer home. And it's a 2-goal advantage for the Blackbirds here late. Just under 5 minutes to go in the hockey game.
Yeah, and that would be the way that this game has gone.
Yeah.
That's a tough one to overcome.
Oh, yeah.
But again, John, the deep penetration. Got a man right in front. No one.
Pinkston. Wrister.
Goal! Scores!
What a shot by Johnny Pinkston.
That? How about that?
Rips one high over the blocker's side.
And we are still in a hockey game.
Oh, that was a tremendous shot by Johnny Pinkston. He hit the
11 seconds later.
The really tight twine up
Boy,
high. It came out really quick.
You could do that 10 times and not even come close.
I know it. It's a sniper goal by Johnny Pinkston. We'll have to wait on the assist on that, but
wow,
tremendous individual effort to make it a 1-goal game.
Pinkston with a goal and an assist.
Yeah, we're right back to what was like a 3-2 hockey game moments ago, Tom. Anything can happen now with Pinkston answering so quickly. Almost a giveaway there. It is a giveaway.
Foss with the assist.
Nolan Foss with the assist. Long pass, trying to connect. And it is icing, they say. I guess they don't do it by first to the puck here in high school level. Because it did look like Peter Gamache had the one step on the Keene defenders. Face off to the right of Nate Sorrentino. A 1-goal hockey game. South-Pelham in a position to maybe pull the goalie late, barring another Keene goal here. It's a formidable Keene offense. Getting scoring chances, it seems, with every shift. 4 minutes to go in the hockey game. And Keene playing some keep away. An errant pass amounts to a clear out. And shooting it off the glass. It's still in play. Back it goes to the South-Pelham end. Wristed up ahead, trying the long connection. Keene gets it out via delayed offside. Tagging up was Taylor
and
Martin.
another break maybe. Nope, 1-on-2.
Zach Moore's drop pass. Few South-Pelham players had a chance to clear it out.
Exactly. There's no way that puck should have reached Sorrentino.
That should have
been
a
no
break
way at
the
all.
other way.
Exactly.
So 3:27 to go. Instead of a break the other way, got a face-off in the defensive end for South-Pelham, who desperately need to get it out and go the other way, down one.
But we are looking in the wrong direction if you're a South-Pelham fan. We're looking to our left again.
And
there's another one.
Save,
right in
Joseph
there. I'm telling
Walsh,
you,
who
this
just
is
scored
unbelievable.
the third.
He's got 30 saves, John.
He does. Who got the 4th goal for Keene. Walked right in there. Joe Walsh after the face-off up against Chris Skelly on the draw for South-Pelham. Kings managed to control.
Yeah, right now Walsh's goal stands as the game winner. The difference in this hockey game.
Keene trying to come out of the corner and set up a
Now the Kings
shot.
just cannot get possession of the puck.
No, Keene setting up shop in the middle. Cleared away.
And it doesn't do any good to ice it, but you may have to. Well, here we go to a breakout, possibly, no.
More of a clear out. Peter Gamache.
Yeah, Pinkston was ready for a pass in the middle of the ice.
Banks
and
it
here
off
we
the
go.
boards.
He's got it now. This is the kid you want to see with the puck.
And what do you
Offsides?
have?
Offsides, I believe.
Yep, you're right. It's going to be the face-off at the near dot outside the line.
But he is the guy.
Yeah, he made himself the guy with that great wrist shot goal we just saw to make it a 1-goal game.
And if you blinked, you missed that puck going in.
That's right, in and out. Tim O'Neill had it right there on camera. The wrister off the boards, chance for a break-in, and coming out to play it.
Smart play, Sorrentino. That's the best play of the day.
Yeah.
Smartest play. He had to do that, otherwise he would have been one-on-one.
Gutsy play in a 1-goal
but you
game.
have to do it.
Bouncing puck. Keene back on the attack.
But see, again, neutral zone control. They're winning these pucks in the neutral zone.
Ethan Russell right in and gets a shot on goal.
See, they won that puck in the neutral zone.
Yeah.
And that's where it's taking place. Keene has owned the neutral zone in this hockey game.
Ethan Russell gets knocked down from behind. They'll call it a check and not a cross check with the stick. And a saucer wrister snapshot from outside the line. Sorrentino piling up the shots, the saves.
He's piling up the shots in a game that won't count in the regular season standings. So this is going to make him a better goalie one way or the other.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it may not make him a tournament champion, but it'll make him a better goalie. Because you got to figure if you lose this first day, it's tough to get to the finals. Keene would, if they win this game, they would take on North Sauhegan in the last game of the day tomorrow.
Nice stick work there by Sorrentino. Basically gets 75% of that clear as he passed to a teammate up the boards. Under 2 minutes to go now, and South-Pelham's going to think about pulling the goalie if they can get the puck down the other end, which they do.
They've got to, but you know what, John? They've lacked puck possession so much that you can almost guarantee an empty netter for Keene if it happens.
In the crucial time of the game, too, where they need it the most. So there's going to be an offside call, face-off outside the zone. 1:35 left. And South-Pelham looking for an equalizer. They don't dare pull the goalie yet, as the puck is not yet in the Keene end. Johnny Pinkston with a key face-off right here. Sean Connors and the South-Pelham bench talking about who's going to go out next.
Right.
Cross-ice pass.
Rebounds. Tell you what, nobody's going out if this keeps up.
Sorrentino almost cleared it, taking it back behind his goal.
This is great play by Keene because what they're doing is preventing the goalie from being pulled.
Exactly. Back on the attack. Shot over the net. Now down to the 1 minute mark. South-Pelham coming out.
And no move by Sorrentino yet. Can't do it. Too much possession right now by the Blackbirds.
Johnny Pinkston across the line. The shot, gets a piece of the glove of Taylor Panic. Puck's on deep. Now the goalie is out. The shot is up and over.
Panic with another save.
Back to get it.
40 seconds left.
Pinkston. Possession, South-Pelham for the
net
moment.
Is empty. The net is empty.
You must get to that puck. They do get back on defense. The net is empty and they miss. Chance for South-Pelham to come out with 25 seconds left to go. They've got to carry it all the way down the ice and get a shot away. 6 on 5. Pinkston gets checked from behind.
He's double teamed right now.
14 seconds left to go, but Keene has it. They try to get it out. This is a key clear. South-Pelham keeps it in.
One more
6
shot,
seconds
maybe.
left.
One more shot.
Centering
right
pass,
there. One
front.
more.
And they're not able to get a quality shot away.
And there's the...
Just before the...
Waved off.
Waved off. No goal.
No goal.
Wow. A one-goal game.
That's the second game in a row. Score at the end was waved off.
That's 1 second beyond the buzzer. The puck goes across the goal line.
Well, John Collins, we'll see you in a couple of days for the title game.
That's right.
And it doesn't look like a Nashua team is going to be in there. But we'll have to wait and see.
All right,
that's what tomorrow's all about.
That's Tom King. I'm John Collins, our cameraman Tim O'Neill. Thank you for watching this 2019 Conway Arena Holiday Hockey Tournament game. A 4-3 win for Keene that came right down to the wire. Good evening from the Conway Arena, everybody.